Experience counts. Ben Adkins is a speaker, trainer, and certified resolution artist for today's world. Since 1985, Ben has presented more than 1,900 keynotes, seminars, workshops, and management retreats throughout the United States and abroad.
All of us have to juggle lots of priorities, right? Isn't that going on? You don't wear just one hat, you wear many hats. You know, administrative duties, and for some of us in the room, we have training others and, you know, working with new people, and we have sometimes supervisory responsibilities, and we have support responsibilities, and we have technical skills that we do also. And we have to somehow juggle all of those things. You'll notice kind of on the front page of the handouts, you know, it talks about we've gone from the industrial age to the information age, and everything's changed. And one of the main things that's changed is things have speeded up. We have more rapidity of change than ever has happened before. Are you guys experiencing change where you work? Yeah. And change sometimes leads to problems, or sometimes we have workers that, you know, people we have to work with, and they're going through change, and they don't like the change, and so they become, what, disgruntled. You ever had to work with disgruntled? How come we never hear about gruntled employees? You know, what's the deal with that? You know, we never really say, have you ever heard, our people are happy and gruntled. You know, we're all kind of together here, pumped up, morale's high, we're gruntled.
Ben Adkins will get your audience laughing, learning, and motivated. He tackles tough issues such as organizational conflict, dealing with difficult people, effective leadership, and change. He presents practical information that can be used immediately.
We have customer service issues that have come up in the 21st century that are kind of different from the past. We have to be more adaptable to different styles. And do any of you have to deal with difficult people? That ever happen? Anybody have to? How many of you in the room are difficult people? Let's be honest here. Everybody raise your hand. Everybody raise your hand right now. Audience participation. I am a difficult person. Aren't you? Occasionally? I mean, you know. You're not really a difficult person. How many of you have days when you know you're smarter than you're acting? Don't you feel pretty good because you're here and your difficult people aren't? Doesn't that feel good? Because really, people that are difficult are only a problem when we're around them. Did anyone bring your difficult people with you? Is this a couple? Okay, good. So you can work this thing out. A few of you are going like this. I don't know what that means. How many of you are aware that the people that you're glad they're not here, they're glad you're not there? You know, it kind of goes both ways. Because a lot of times the people that see us as being difficult, we see them as being difficult, and we let that interfere with productivity and getting things done. And, you know, there's a cost to organizational conflict, isn't there?
Robin Hamilton of Wells Fargo said, "You are dynamic, professional, and effective. As one participant put it, you walk a fine line between education and entertainment. I'm still getting positive comments and high praise from the people who attended your session. They have attended a lot of training and can be a tough group, but you kept their attention the entire time." Jewel Smith of Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory said, "Ben Adkins is a very dynamic presenter with a sense of humor and a stimulating pace. I think every participant gained significant insight and valuable tips on how to work with a variety of styles and situations." Kevin Croft of Lockheed Martin, Idaho said, "Ben was very knowledgeable and conducted the session very professionally. He made the topic interesting and caused me to be motivated to improve my skills." Patty Rybitz of Amacare Management Services said, "Ben had our difficult employees pegged. He gave us some wonderful insight on who they are, where they come from, and how to deal with them effectively." Jerry Marinari of Steel Plant Equipment Corporation said, "The most enjoyable and meaningful seminar I've attended." Mitch Brown of John Deere Company said, "Enthusiastic, energetic, and educational. To sum it up, Ben did an outstanding job. He was very knowledgeable about the material presented."
Dealing with customers, dealing with difficult people, dealing with all those issues that we have to deal with every day in and day out, different personalities, you know. Have you ever thought that if everyone was like me, it would be okay? You know, the only really problem we're having in our organization is the customers. They keep messing up our system, you know. Why don't they just follow the system, you know, everything would be okay. But yet sometimes we lose perspective. I was teaching a time management seminar once about interruptions. It was a group of prosecutors. We were talking about time management, and a lady in the group said, I can't get my work out. I just get constant interruptions all day long. That's all I'm dealing with is interruptions. It's so hard to get my plan done. I said, well, what kind of interruptions do you get? Do you tend to get a lot of? She said, well, I get a lot of these calls from victims and witnesses and things like that, in the prosecutor's office. I said, well, exactly what is your job there? And she said, well, I'm in charge of victim witness programs. What we have to realize is that you control the world that you live in. You totally control that. So look on your attitude. I love the analogy of traffic because it's so obvious. Do you ever see people irritated in traffic? Yeah. Now, I know some of you are from Houston. You might not see it down there very much. But up here, they weave, they tailgate, they keep telling you, you're number one, right? Because our motto is drive friendly. That's what we do here. Does traffic irritate anyone? Okay, now I want you to think deeper on this. A trick question. Does traffic irritate anyone? The answer is no. No, traffic doesn't irritate anyone. Traffic is a neutral event. Traffic is traffic. Traffic is there. It's our response to traffic, right? Why is it some people going down 114 in rush hour traffic just go with the flow, listen to the radio, I'm in the most comfortable chair I'm going to be in all day anyway. I can control my environment totally. I can listen to music or listen to the radio. I can have silence. I can listen to a tape. I can contemplate my day. I can do whatever totally. But yet, some people go down and in the exact same traffic, there's other people that are just sitting there and don't cut me off. You ever notice you can make people? I was in the LBJ freeway in North Dallas the other day. I was with a friend. We're driving down the road, and I said, watch the car next to me. I'm going to manipulate that driver. I'm going to make that driver speed up. I was really bored, okay?
An event with Ben Adkins is a guaranteed success.